Start by taking off the grill. You can use a trim tool, just get behind here. There's some clips, some push clips. You gotta get behind, pop those out. Over here. There's some clips in there and underneath. Oops. And slide that off. You want to take a pick or even a pencil and just mark where the latch is before you take it off. So you put it in the same location. Same on this side. Just make a mark. But a pencil would do. Then use a 10mm socket, take these 3 bolts out. Slide this up, use some needle nose pliers and just squeeze these tabs. Slide the cable out and then slide the cable to the side, and then it's disconnected from the latch. Now we can slide the cable through here and then behind the light. There is a retainer holding it right there. You can pop this open. Just to get a little more room here, I'm going to take these 2 bolts out. Use a 10mm socket. That'll just move that just enough. So you can slide the cable out. Right here there's a wire that crosses over, so we'll just pop this push pin out. Just use a trim tool. And then there's one more clip under here. Just pop this clip off. Just use a pick or a screwdriver. Slide that off. Down here, you can't really see it too well, but there is a rubber grommet. You can just push the rubber grommet in. Just try to push it through. Take this little button off, just use a trim tool. Get underneath there. Just pop that out. Pull this trim piece up, just use a trim tool. Just get underneath here and just pop it up. Clipped in underneath. Be careful not to bend this piece, you don't want to mess up that metal piece. Now it slides right out. Take this panel down, use a 7mm socket. Take this screw out. Should be another screw on this side. And where the DLC connector is, there may be some screws. You want to take those off. Disconnect that. And grab this and just slide it down. can just slide it out of the way. You can take these other pieces off. Just use a screwdriver or trim tool. Pop that off. This little box right here, you can pop it off underneath. A little button right there. Just push that with a trim tool or a screwdriver. Slide that off and out of the way. You can pull this carpet out of the way a little bit. And then this insulation right here, there's a little button right here, pop this off. Just with a trim tool. And pry this back. You can see where the cable goes. Use a 10mm socket, take that out. Right there. And grab the cable. And you should be able to just pull it right through. There it is. Take the new cable. You want to position the cable the same way the old one came out. It's going to be hard to feel around, but you have to find where it goes through the firewall and slide it through. And just pull it through. You can kind of feed it the way it went when you took it out. All right, over to that area. On the back side of the new cable, what you need to do is push this grommet into the firewall. So if you take a screwdriver or another tool, you should be able to just push it and just work it around. It's very hard to get into that area. I was pushing with one hand on this side and using a screwdriver and forcing it in there. I was pushing the screwdriver through this hole right here in the insulation, and that's how I was able to push that grommet in. And obviously my hand is on the other side pushing while I pushed it in like that. It's kind of hard to get to. Put the lever in place. There's a little tab right here that goes into a slot. That lines up like that. Take the nut, get the nut started. And snug it down. Not too tight. And slide the carpet back in place. Take this cover, slide this box right into this, lock it in place. This piece is going to slide in right here. And the DLC connector, slide that through there and attach those screws that go to that. And push the cover in place. Tighten that down, and there's a screw that goes over here. Tighten that down. Put this push pin back in over here. just like that. Put this trim piece back in place. And just press it down. Put the push pin in, line that up. Lock it down. Take the latch, line the cable up with it, slide it in like that, and then slide it through. Lock it in place, and reposition the latch where your marks are. Put your bolts in. And tighten these down. Put these two bolts back in and snug those down. Before I put the grill on, I just want to test the hood. Just make sure everything lines up properly down there. Close it, make sure it seems like it's lining up there. You're going to make adjustments if you have to. Loosen up those bolts and adjust it. That works. Then we're all set. Now take the grill, line it up. And push all the push pins in, or push clips. Hold on. All this stuff is falling apart. Oh, there we go.